Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to kind of a more discussion-y type video. Shake put out the developer balance poll for the end of Season 1, so I'll read it and we'll go through it together, and I will kind of talk and discuss my thoughts, and I might be making some single videos on some specific roles with pros in the back, which we'll get to. So yeah, let's talk about it. So I'll just read what he says and we'll go through it together. Hey Townies, we hope you have all enjoyed Season 1 of Ranked. We're here to get your take on Town of Salem 2 roles as we gear up for an off-season revamp. Let us know which roles you feel are overpowered, strong, balanced, weak, or underpowered. We will be using this thread along with a few other things to help determine what roles need some extra love for the next season. While we do our best to monitor your feedback, we understand that the game evolves over time. What might have been a concern before might not be the same today. That's why we want to ensure we're addressing the most immediate concerns and keeping Town of Salem 2 as enjoyable as possible for all of you. React with the following reactions and give your vote of what you think a role's balance is at. Red overpowered, yellow strong, green balanced, blue weak, and pink underperforming. Please react to any role you wish to with the appropriate reaction. The more people react, the more clear the message from the community will be on what roles are good and what roles need some work. So, let's go through this together. And I might do some brief talking, kind of like how a tier list video would be. And what that might look like. So, up first is Jailer, which the consensus as of me recording this, which is about 20 minutes after the video, or after the post was made, is Jailer strong or balanced? And I'm going to put my docket on strong. That's what Jailer is. Jailer is strong, and it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be one of the strongest roles in the game. And so I will stick myself on the strong category for Jailer. That's not a bad thing. In my opinion, I need to prepare here a town power claim. Alright. Next is Prosecutor, and a majority of people say Prosecutor is underpowered, which I have to completely disagree with. We might get that pirate claim later. I don't think Prosecutor is underpowered. I think it's strong. And I'm going to be the only other person other than S to vote Prosecutor as strong. Prosecutor's a really strong role. The fact that I could have just eliminated the pirate tells you how strong it is in the back. So, I am in the minority by a long shot, because a lot of people don't think Prosecutor's strong enough. I think Prosecutor's strong enough. The ability just to boop, hey, someone's gone from the game. Mayor. They say Mayor is balanced, and I happen to agree that the Mayor is balanced. I think it would be strong to overpowered if Seer couldn't bounce off, but that's more on Seer. I could see Mayor being under just based on healing and whatnot. But, you know, the Ritualist killed the pirate anyway, so that all works out. Next, Monarch is also balanced. I am going to say Monarch is balanced, but needs some fixes. Can I react with Tool? I can. There. So, Monarch is balanced, but needs a fix. And here's the fix that Monarch needs. Monarch needs to be able, or the fix is the interaction with Monarch and Executioner needs to be fixed. They fixed it with the Amnesiac. You need to fix it with the Executioner too. It's not like a buff or a nerf to it. It's just, it exists and that's not how it's supposed to go. Next, Veteran. They say Veteran is balanced. I think Veteran is weaker than it is in Town of Salem 1, but I think Veteran is balanced in Town of Salem 1. Or Town of Salem 2. Next up, Vigilante. A lot of people are saying Vigilante is balanced to strong, more so than Veteran, Monarch, or Mayor, or Prosecutor. I'm going to say Vigilante is balanced. However, I'm going to add a little wrench to it because there is a fix I think that Vigilante needs, and that is if Witched Knight 1 does not shoot. Or if Tricked Knight 1 does not shoot. I think that's how it works for... Anyway, but, so I will add the wrench to Vigilante. I think Vigilante needs fixed, and I might do an individual on each of these wrenches. I might do an individual video talking about these. Deputy is set as balanced to strong to overpowered. I say Deputy is strong. The ability to delete a roll from the game is a strong roll. The fact that you can't do anything else other than you have to be an active townie member once you shoot is more than enough to say Deputy strong. Alright, now the one that seems I am questioning for guessed wrong and then left. That's fun. Alright, Trickster. The consensus is Trickster is overpowered. My answer is Trickster is weak. Also give me a wrench on Trickster hardcore. Trickster needs fixed. It is not an overpowered roll. You don't guess, you get a 1 in 14 chance. You get a 1 in 14 chance to be right. And you might just hit the Vigilante. I do need to take a second to 15, 14, 10. And 10 was the serial killer, okay. Trickster needs to be fixed in my opinion, and I can do a whole video discussing what I would do to fix Trickster. Alright. Investigator. Is there a useless option? I see that werewolf, and we will hold the werewolf for later. Investigator is useless, if that. Investigator's the worst role in the game. It either needs to be axed or completely reworked. And there's no in between for that. Put me a Put me a wrench on that. Investigator needs to be fixed. Corner. Corner is weak. And needs a fix. Corner is a weak role. It's not underpowered. It does its job pretty darn well. But the one thing it needs to change is stoned rolls. It needs to be able to check stoned rolls. That's it. That puts it from the top of F tier to the bottom of C tier, and that makes it balanced. That's it. Something needs to counter Medusa. Next, Sheriff. Sheriff is underpowered. And I'm going to put a little wheel on that because I have a fix for that puppy. And it's pretty simple. Sheriff needs to be able to find neutral killings. Like werewolf when they're attacking, serial killer when they attack, shroud when they attack. They also need to find the neutral apocalypse when they chain or turn. Spy. Spy's balanced. I have no clue why the majority is saying Spy is not balanced. Spy might be one of the most balanced roles in the game right now. If not, this following role right after is the most balanced role in the game. This Spy's a little bit too strong. Spy's good. Tracker is also good. Lookout is strong. Lookout is, in my opinion, the best town role in the game. But Psychic. Psychic is strong. It's not as good of a role as some of the others, but it is a strong role because similar to the next role, is strong too. They dictate the game. And that's what makes it, they dictate the meta. The meta makes Psychic and Seer powerful. It's not that their roles are powerful, the meta makes their roles powerful. So I can totally see why they say Seer's overpowered. But it's just a strong role, and it's supposed to be. When you have Investigator and Sheriff, you need to have the other side of it. And that is Psychic and Seer. Bodyguard. Bodyguard's on the weak side for me. And I think I've said my thoughts on it enough at this point that a 1 in 14 chance to basically be a trickster is what it is. A 1 in 14 chance to be a trickster. Why I think we need to fix Trickster. Oh, why did my Trickster go away? Oh, they're getting rid of all the extras? That's mean. I'll have to go back and do individuals. We'll get rid of that. That doesn't make the job easier. Alright. Cleric. Cleric's balanced. I think Cleric's balanced, and I think Cruz is balanced. Trapper is on the weak side. I think giving Trapper something a little more would benefit. Admire's useless. Let's be real. That's why it needs there. Amnesiac is on the weak side, but I think it's supposed to be a weaker role. Retributionist is balanced. Tavern Keeper. Do I say Tavern Keeper's weak? I think it's weak. but it's good in the right circumstances, which isn't a lot. So I'm going to say Tavern Keeper is balanced. Coven Leader. Coven Leader's balanced. It's not a great roll, but it is balanced, which is a strong roll. Hexmaster's balanced. Conjure is a strong roll. Ritualist is balanced. Jink is weak. Jink needs a buff. Enchanter is balanced. Illusionist is just a weak roll. Medusa. This one's hard. Medusa without the book is a weak roll. Medusa with the book is a strong roll, which means it lands itself in balanced. Dreamweaver, garbage. Necromancer, balanced. Potion Master, strong roll. Poisoner, balanced. Wildling, balanced. Voodoo Master, balanced. Serial Killer, balanced. Shroud, underwhelming. Or underpowered. Shroud needs something else with it. That's just how it is. Arsonist, balanced. Werewolf, balanced because of the meta. I mean, you just saw this game in the back. 9 claimed werewolf and is still alive. I wish I prossed them. But that's just how it goes. Jester. Jester's a strong roll. It's balanced, but it's a strong roll. Pirate. Pirate's balanced. It's not great. Executioner. It's balanced. Doomsayer. Weak. I'm glad that a lot of people agree. Plague Bearer. Plague Bearer's not a weak roll. It just has a problem that needs fixed. I think what would make Plague Bearer so much better is if... Okay, so let me hide this for a second. Let's say I'm Plague Bearer here. Did a Plague Bearer come out? Woo! A Plague Bearer came out. Let's say I'm Plague Bearer. I pest and plague everyone. That should then open up my little icon to then I can... willing to turn once I plague everyone. If Plague Bearer could choose when they turn to pest, I think that would solve its problem, but right now it's a weak roll. Because of that ability is it not being able to control when it changes. It's the only Coven ability, or the only, not Coven, the only Apocalypse roll that can't determine when it changes. Pestilence. Pestilence is fine. Berserker, fine. War, also fine. Baker, awful. Famine. Famine's fine. Soul Collector's fine. Death is fine. Cursed Soul. I've not actually played enough. I've done Cursed Souls for others, but I've not done enough Town of Salem 2, like vanilla Cursed Soul. And I'm going to say weak. Just because I think it needs a little bit of better TOS2's Cursed Soul. Maybe. I don't know. It needs something. And then, last but not least, Vampire is fine. So, let's go through the list. Jailer is strong. And that is okay. Mayor is balanced. Monarch is balanced. Veteran is balanced. Vigilante is balanced. Deputy is strong. Trickster is weak. Investigator is useless. Coroner is weak. Sheriff is useless. Spy is balanced. Tracker is balanced. Lookout's powerful. Psychic's powerful, so is Seer. Bodyguard is weak. Cleric is balanced. Crusader is balanced. Trapper is weak. Admirer is underpowered. Amnesiac is weak. Retributionist is balanced. Tavern Keeper's balanced. Coven Leader's balanced. Witch is strong. Conjurer is strong. Hexmaster is balanced. Ritualist is balanced. Jinx is weak. Enchanter is balanced. Illusionist is weak. Medusa is balanced. Dreamweaver is underpowered. Necromancer is balanced. Potion Master is strong. Poisoner is balanced. Wildling and Voodoo Master and Serial Killer are all balanced. Shroud is underpowered. Arsonist is balanced. Werewolf is balanced. Jester is strong. Executioner is balanced, so is Pirate. Doomsayer and Plaguebearer are weak. Pestilence is balanced, so is Berserker and War and Famine. Baker is underpowered. Soul Collector is balanced. Death is balanced. Cursed Soul is weak. And Vampire is balanced. Out of the roles that could use fixing, because, you know, they took away my wrenches. Monarch needs a small fix. Super easy fix, too. It just needs a bug fixed from it. Investigator needs overhauled. Trickster needs overhauled. Coroner needs one little fix. Sheriff needs several fixes. Bodyguard needs a little fix. Trapper needs a fix. Admirer needs an overhaul. Retributionist needs a fix. I think Jinx needs a fix. Illusionist needs a little bit, not a lot. Dreamweaver needs overhauled. Shroud needs overhauled. Doomsayer needs a little fix. Plaguebearer needs a fix. Baker needs overhauled. That is the 10. That is the 10. My 10 cents. It's more than just 2 cents. So, I hope you enjoy me just kind of like discussing. I'm sure that... No blood, cool. I'm sure that there's some that you're not a huge fan. I mean, if we look at what did I agree with, everyone, and what did I not, I need to actually... And then the useless roll. Night 1, 14. No blood. Two serial killers. Cool. So, if I agree or not agree, I'm in majority for jailer. I am in the major minority for prosecutor. Majority for mayor, majority for monarch, majority for veteran, majority for vigilante. I'm in a minority for deputy. I am in a minority for trickster. I'm in the majority for investigator. I'm in a minority for coroner. I'm in a large minority for sheriff. I'm in a minority for spy. I'm in a majority for tracker. Lookout, I'm in a minority. Psychic, I'm in the majority. Seer, I'm in a minority. So I am bodyguard. Cleric and Crusader, I'm in the majority. Trapper, I'm in the minority. Admire, I'm in the majority. Amnesiac, I'm in a minority. I'm in the majority for Ret, Tavern Keeper, Coven Leader, Witch, Hexmaster, Conjurer, Ritualist. I think what that tells you is I think the Coven rules are generally balanced. I'm in the minority for Jinx. I think I'm in the majority for Enchanter. I'm in the minority for Illusionist. I'm in the majority for Medusa, Dreamweaver, and Necromancer, and Poisoner, and Wildling, and Voodoo Master. But Potion Master, I'm in a minority. Serial Killer, I'm in the majority. Shroud, I'm in the majority. Arsonist, I'm in the majority. Werewolf, I'm in a minority. Jester, I'm in a minority. Dang. Executioner, and Pirate, and Doomsayer, and Plaguebearer, I'm in the majority. I'm in the minority for Pestilence. I'm in a majority for Berserker, War, Baker, Soul Collector, Death. And I'm in the minority... Oh, and for Vampire. I'm in the minority for Cursed Souls and Famine. That is the developer balance poll for January 3rd, 2024. Those are my thoughts. You're free to go fill it out in the community Discord. And I'm going to be doing some individual videos on some certain roles that I said that needed fixes. So we'll go from there on that. That is all for me. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you again another time.